You're about to see 4 places that turn value into a trap, not with one-off slip-ups, but with patterns, surprise closures and thin crews, pay more get less meals, and a show that no longer feels worth the ticket.
Not the best bun, and to be honest, some of the buns at other fast foods might be slightly better.
If you care about your wallet and your health, stay. We'll connect the dots between inconsistent hours, uneven grill work, and shrinking portions dressed up as deals, and show you how to spot the red flags before you order. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video.
Their premium bun, that name's a little deceiving to me because the ingredients are quite the opposite. They're using soybean oil, highly inflammatory, highly GMO, highly processed oil. So the question is, if this is the premium bun, what is the regular bun? Because that's super scary. So it's your typical enriched flour bun, big deal. They all have that for fast food. But I don't love the fact that they're using GMO, high fructose corn syrup, and sugar as a sweetener in here.
Wendy's, when open late, turns into open. Maybe. Let's start with the burger run that turns into a U-turn. You roll up, lights half on, drive-through sign says cash only, and the app lists half the menu as unavailable. That is what strategic realignment looks like on your night off. Thin crews and random hard closes. The truth is, speed and value crack when the kitchen runs short. Fewer hands mean fries sit longer in holding bins, patties ride the edge of safe temps, and timers get ignored when orders pile up. New loaded items promise a treat, but heavy sauces and stacked toppings are doing cover work for stale buns and lukewarm meat.
Wow.
Trade coverage talks closures and refranchising. Nutrition sheets flag sodium bombs across combos. Inspector playbooks warn that rush hours with short crews are prime time for cross-contamination. The real kicker? Instability hits both your wallet and your gut. If hours wobble and the line looks slammed, expect slow, sloppy, and salt-heavy. If chaos at the counter wastes your money, what about paying a premium for a show that no longer shows up?
And then it also has carrageenan. I'm noticing a lot of fast food restaurants use that. It's very disruptive to the gut because it's inflammatory. What's the primary ingredient? Monosodium glutamate, MSG, but not once. If you keep going down, there's another one. There's a double dose of MSG, and look at this, there's something called grill flavor. Who makes soybean oil-based dressings at home? No one, right? But they do at fast food because they're super cheap.
Benihana, the $30 show that feels like a dress rehearsal. You book weeks ahead for fire and flair. You get a long wait in a scuffed room, a tired grill, and a chef hitting the beats like a checklist. The sizzle is there, but the spark is not. The promise is dinner as theater. New strategies may be in play, but guests in 2026 keep flagging the same misses. Waits despite reservations, rushed stations, half-melted butter tricks, and grill heat that drifts from edge to center. Teppanyaki runs on tight pacing and hot, even steel, when maintenance lags and crews stretch, one side overcooks while the other never sears. You pay a premium and end up with basic steak and rice. Trade analysis on the experience economy backs this up. When the show decays, value collapses faster than a small price bump. If the room looks tired and timing slips, you are buying an identity, not a meal worth the markup. Now let us move on to the chain that sells fresh value but is stuck in a slow, quiet shrink.
Months of consumer backlash, Subway announced Friday that starting next week, their bread will be officially free of the infamous yoga mat chemical. First raised the issue with Subway back in February, noting the chemical is also used for creating foamed plastics like yoga mats and shoe soles. Subway sandwich bread used to be made with azodicarbonamide, a chemical which strengthens and textures dough. Although the chemical is banned in Europe and Australia.
Subway, the footlong that got short on value. You order your usual, expecting cheap and filling. The total jumps, the meat looks thin, and your cheese 2 slices feels like 1.5. That's not a slip, that's the new normal. Rebrands roll out. New banners, new buzzwords. But the bread still carries the load. Rivals stack fresh-cut meats and hot-held proteins that keep bite and juice for about the same price. You taste the gap in the first two chews. Central slicing and long holds mute flavor and texture. Shrinkflation shows up as lighter scoops, thinner folds, and a higher bread-to-filling ratio. Mid-sized shops slice in-house and lean on oil and vinegar so the ingredients speak without a salt mask. Years of grievances hit the same nerve. Less value, smaller portions. Past headlines question claims while store counts slid hard. Price checks across markets show the gap narrowing with better options. The reveal is simple. Mostly bread equals hungry later. Before we wrap, a quick audit tool to spot these trade-offs anywhere you eat.
In the face of this backlash, Subway told consumers it was already in the process of phasing the yoga mat chemical out of the bread recipe. Over health concerns, the FDA does allow small amounts of azodicarbonamide to be used in food. But Hari still isn't impressed with the restaurant's new bread formula. She told NBC Subway's still off the menu for now.
Your red flag toolkit. Spot the hidden cost before you order. You don't need a lab coat to protect your wallet here. You need 5 quick checks that sniff out shrinking subs and rising tabs before you swipe. Chains promise consistency, but when a brand trims to hit price points, the seams show. With this shop, the value dip is tied to thinner stacks and higher bills, especially on fan builds like the Italian BMT. Start with hours that bounce. That signals short crews and missed temperature checks. Notice menus pushing heavy sauces and loaded toppings. That often hides tired prep and drives sodium spikes.
New tonight, sandwich giant Subway makes a major announcement.
A dough conditioner, an ingredient that's also found in yoga mat.
It's found in both shoe rubber and yoga mats, and soon it will be missing from the bread on your Subway sandwich. Azodicarbonamide. According to the Food and Drug Administration, this 16-letter additive is commonly used as a dough conditioner.
A worn dining room hints at deferred fixes, hot spots on toasters, cold spots in holding. Watch portions. More bread, extra lettuce. Fewer meats equals shrinkflation. And if you wait while the room is half empty, that's capacity strain, not demand. 2 flags or more. Pivot. Order simpler. Pick a rival slicing in view, or walk. That is how you keep value from turning into a trap. The truth is, the choice on big menus is mostly a shell game. Margins stay thin, volume stays high, and freshness gives way to pre-cooked, frozen, or microwave parts that feel like craft but play like shortcuts. Your best defense is simple. Notice the tells. Wobbly hours, sauce-heavy specials, tired rooms, skimpy portions. Count them before you order. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like and subscribe, and share it with someone who orders on autopilot. Next time a deal winks at you, count the red flags first. You'll taste the difference in what you do not buy.